World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. United States President Donald Trump says NATO will be very happy with whatever agreement he works out on Greenland, although he did not give details. Speaking at the White House, U.S. President Trump said he believes a deal can be reached that would satisfy both the United States and the NATO alliance, even as questions continue about his interest in acquiring the Arctic island. According to CNN, Trump again stressed that Greenland is important for national and global security, adding that something positive would come out of the talks. He also claimed he has done more for NATO than any other leader. Meanwhile, the U.S. President confirmed he has several meetings lined up in the coming days to discuss Greenland, but said he will not attend a proposed emergency group of 7 meeting suggested by his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron. Trump said he is confident the issue will work out pretty well and noted that his discussions will focus on only those directly involved. Trump is set to leave for the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, where European leaders are also expected to raise the issue of Greenland. In other news overseas, United States President Donald Trump said he is still unsure what will happen next in relations with Iran and would not say if military action is being considered. Speaking at the White House, U.S. President Trump told reporters he cannot predict the future and said the United States will wait and see how the situation with Iran develops. When asked directly if military options remain on the table, CNN reports the president replied that he does not know. Last week, as tensions intensified, Trump said Iran had no plans to carry out executions linked to detained anti-government protesters. However, the U.S. president stopped short of ruling out the use of force. While no strikes were launched, reports say a U.S. carrier strike group was moved to the region. U.S. President Trump has recently sharpened his tone toward Iran's leaders, calling for new leadership after Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei labeled him a criminal over his support for ongoing protest in the country. And finally, Australia's parliament has approved sweeping gun law reforms and tougher measures against hate speech following last month's deadly shooting at a Jewish festival in Bondi Beach. The BBC reports both measures were passed by the House of Representatives and the Senate during a special late-night session on Tuesday. The gun reform package includes a nationwide gun buyback program and stricter background checks to firearm license applicants. Australian Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke said the attackers involved in the Bondi shooting would not have been able to legally obtain guns if the new laws had already been in place. The attack left 15 people dead, making it one of Australia's worst mass shootings in decades. Lawmakers were recalled to Parliament 2 weeks early to fast-track the legislation amid growing concern over anti-Semitism and public pressure on Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese to act. It is noted the new law also strengthens firearm import controls and improves information sharing among security agencies. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments, making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5, here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.